Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and 7 others died in a tragic helicopter accident. But Kobe's legacy lives on through his Mamba Academy team, which has impacted so many kids, including Amalia Holguin. And LA Times' Luca Evans writes, she's the last player Kobe coached at his academy to reach high school. Luca joins me now. So many folks, again, are thinking about 3 years since the passing of Kobe, his daughter, and the 7 others. But let's go back a little bit to the Mamba Academy and kind of its origin and what it was able to create.
Yeah, so if you recall, after Kobe's retirement, he kind of took a step back from the public eye and transitioned into more of a mentor, a coach figure, and it was there where he started coaching his daughter Gigi's AAU team, and they played at what's now known as the Sports Academy up in Thousand Oaks. Back then, the Mamba Academy, and went by that same namesake, the Mamba Academy girls team. They were a group of neighborhood, for the most part, neighborhood kids that Kobe kind of took in and applied that same killer instinct, Mamba mentality, of course, as it's come to be known, into day-to-day training with them. They train 7 days a week, and that's where Amalia really got her start.
And speaking of Amalia, she's a freshman at Sage Hill High. She's obviously really good. We're having this conversation about her. Tell us a little bit more about her journey.
Man, I'll tell you what, first off, she can ball. She's got an incredible shot, an incredible handle. And the most impressive thing about her is just her confidence from a young age, which was something that we'll get into a little bit later, but that Kobe saw in her when she was 10. She was playing against 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds. That's how she got her start with Mamba. She was actually playing against Kobe's team back when they were known as the Riptide, I believe. A 10-year-old, again, playing up against girls 2 or 3 years older than her. And Kobe saw that and took an interest in her and tried to cultivate and develop that confidence and swagger. And now she's averaging 15 points a game, close to 3 steals for a really solid Sage Hill team, and tasked with a lot of responsibilities as a freshman point guard, but really plays with a special sort of confidence that you really don't see with too many guards in high school.
It had to be special for her and her father and her family to be playing against Kobe and his team, some years back, and for him to walk up to it. Tell that story where Kobe walks up to her father and say, "Hey, that's your daughter right there," and that had to be a special moment for them.
Yeah, and I didn't include this in the story, but her father James, a huge Lakers fan, and so he was just kind of awestruck when Kobe walked up, and he was like, "Wow, Kobe knows my my daughter's name." So that was a huge moment for them. And Amalia obviously didn't quite know, a little bit young to know Kobe the player, but Kobe at the time with that Mamba team was looking for a big a post player to bring in. And so he walked into the gym. The families, the team was expecting him to bring a big, and he walked into the gym, and here was this short 10-year-old girl. And as Amalia put it herself, the girls were like, "This is not a big." So from that very moment, kind of sparked again some confidence in her that Kobe was taking this chance on her.
Some of these young ladies decided to go to Sage Hill, and with Amalia, she's not the only one there, right, from the Mamba Academy.
No, she is not. Most of that Mamba Academy team actually has gone through Sage Hill. Players have graduated, but the junior core that's there right now, Zoe Lampkin, Annabelle Spots, Kat Righeimer, and Emily Eady, they all kind of were hoping Amalia would join and kind of complete the puzzle, so to speak, the journey that Kobe had laid out for them. He had hoped all these girls would stay together, play at the same high school, play at Sage Hill. And now Amalia, in some sense, is kind of the last piece to that puzzle and the vision that they and their parents and that Kobe had.
Well, in order to catch Kobe Bryant's eye, I would imagine he had to see something in you and toughness and want to push to see how far you are and where will you break it all. Tell us about their first experience for Amalia called Hell Week.
Yeah, absolutely. That was how Kobe's a trainer at the time who ran the Hell Week described it. These were 3-a-day practices for, again, Amalia is 10 years old. These girls are 12 and and 13. They're going through, workouts, they're going through weightlifting, they're going through self-defense. And so just this really grueling regimen. The trainer said some people might think that's an interesting tactic, but this was all kind of part of Bryant's plan and his desire to see, well, how far do these girls really want to take it? Do they really want to be Division 1 level athletes? Do they really want to make it to the WNBA as they've said? So he's saying this is what it takes. And eventually, Amalia, this was one of her first introductions to the team, and she just broke down crying from what the trainer remembered. And Kobe came over to her, kind of consoled her, gave her a hug, picked her up, and made her laugh. And at that point, he canceled the rest of the weekend because he'd seen all he needed to see.
The team, Sage Hill, what are they looking like this year? What are the expectations?
A little bit of a tier below Sierra Canyon and Etowanda and even Mater Day, but definitely have the talent to make a run. And especially in the future, a few more years with Amalia, and especially next year, they can definitely be a force for years to come.
All right, well, we're going to keep an eye on Amalia.